Have you ever felt like you had a special power? Maybe you could guess what someone was about to say, or you just knew where your lost keys were. Well, what if that feeling was real? What if you were part of a hidden world of people with incredible psychic abilities? That's the electrifying premise of the 2009 sci-fi thriller, Push. Let's dive back into this underrated gem and explore the world of movers, watchers, and of course, pushers. Released in a year dominated by blockbuster franchises, Push offered something refreshingly different. It wasn't based on a comic book or a best-selling novel. Instead, it built its own intricate universe from the ground up, a world where governments secretly experiment on and weaponize individuals with psychic gifts. The story centers on Nick Gant, played by a pre-Captain America, Chris Evans. Nick is a mover, someone with telekinesis, living and hiding in Hong Kong. He's trying to escape a shadowy government agency called The Division, the same agency that killed his father years ago. His low-profile life is completely upended when a young, quirky, and incredibly powerful watcher named Cassie Holmes bursts into his apartment. Played by a then 14-year-old Dakota Fanning, Cassie can see the future. Her drawings and frantic predictions guide their every move. She brings dire news. They need to find a mysterious girl named Kira and a briefcase that could bring down the Division for good. The problem: the Division is also hunting for Kira and the case, and they have their own team of powerful psychics hot on their trail. What makes Push so compelling is its detailed system of psychic powers. It's not just about good guys versus bad guys. It's a complex chess game where different abilities clash and combine in fascinating ways. You have the movers, like Nick, who can move objects with their minds. The watchers, like Cassie, who glimpse fragments of the future. Pushers, who can plant thoughts and false memories in people's minds, making them the most dangerous of all. Then there are Stitches, who can heal or harm with a touch, Sniffs, who can track people by scent, Shifters, who can temporarily change the appearance of objects, and Bleeders, who can emit devastating sonic screams. The list goes on, creating a rich tapestry of powers that makes every confrontation unpredictable. The film's setting in Hong Kong is another stroke of genius. The chaotic, vibrant, and densely packed streets of the city create the perfect backdrop for a story about people hiding in plain sight. The neon-lit alleyways, bustling markets, and towering skyscrapers add a layer of gritty, cyberpunk-esque style. Director Paul McGuigan uses the location to its fullest, staging thrilling chase sequences through crowded fish markets and psychic battles on construction sites overlooking the city. The visual style is kinetic and raw, making you feel like you're right there with Nick and Cassie, running for your lives. Chris Evans as Nick is fantastic. He brings a world-weary and reluctant hero quality to the role. He doesn't want to be a hero. He just wants to be left alone. But his protective instincts and a deep-seated sense of justice pull him into the fight. His dynamic with Dakota Fanning's Cassie is the heart of the film. She's his chaotic, unpredictable, and often annoying guide. But their sibling-like bond grows stronger as they face increasing danger. Fanning delivers a standout performance, perfectly capturing the burden of seeing a million possible futures, while still being a kid who just wants a normal life. Then we have the villains. Jimon Hounsou plays Agent Henry Carver, a powerful pusher and the head of the Division. He's menacing, sophisticated, and utterly ruthless. But the real wild card is Kira, played by Camilla Bell. She is a hot pusher who escaped the Division after being the only subject to survive a dangerous enhancement drug. She's also Nix's girlfriend, and her reappearance complicates everything. Can she be trusted? Or are her memories and motives just another fabrication planted by the Division? This ambiguity drives much of the film's suspense. The action scenes in Push are some of the most creative ULLC in a sci-fi film. This isn't just about throwing punches. It's about psychic warfare. Imagine two movers trying to grab the same gun with their minds, the weapon vibrating violently in midair between them. Picture a pusher subtly altering a security guard's memory to create a diversion, or a high-stakes showdown where Nick has to rely on Cassia's fragmented visions of the future to dodge bullets he can see coming. One of the most memorable sequences is the final confrontation. It's not a massive CGI fest, but a brilliant, multi-layered psychological battle. Nick realizes he can't overpower the division's strongest psychics with brute force. So, he and Cassie devise an ingenious plan involving sealed envelopes, multiple fake briefcases, and manipulating the Watchers on the other side. They use the enemy's ability to see the future against them, creating so many conflicting possibilities that the villains can no longer tell what's real and what's a trap. It's a clever, mind-bending climax that rewards viewers who have been paying attention to the rules of this universe. Despite its originality and strong performances, Push had a mixed reception upon release. Some critics found the plot a bit convoluted, and audiences at the time were perhaps more accustomed to simpler superhero origin stories. But over the years, the film has gained a dedicated cult following. People have come to appreciate its ambition, its intricate world-building, and its stylish execution. It feels like a movie that was slightly ahead of its time, paving the way for more complex sci-fi and superhero narratives, like Inception or TV shows like Legion and The Umbrella Academy. The movie ends on a tantalizing note, with Nick, Cassie, and Kira having won the battle, but not the war. They're on the run, ready to take the fight to the division. This open ending clearly set up a sequel that, unfortunately, never happened. It's one of Hollywood's great what-ifs. What would have happened next? How would they have exposed the division to the world? We can only imagine the further adventures of this psychic found family. Revisiting Push today, it feels more relevant than ever. It's just a story about fighting against a system that wants to control and commodify your very thoughts. It's about finding allies in unexpected places and using your unique gifts to make a difference. It's a thrilling, stylish, and intelligent sci-fi adventure that deserves a second look. If you missed it back in 2009 or haven't seen it in years, I highly recommend you check it out. It's a cinematic world you'll love getting lost in. What are your thoughts on Push? Did you see it when it first came out? What's your favorite psychic ability from the movie? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this look back at a modern sci-fi classic, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. See you in the next one.